Go on, sports fans. Welcome back to another very special episode of Studio Talk. I'm your host with the most, Joe Meyer.
I'm Rush.
And this is the Sir That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yes. But before we get into today's episode of Studio Talk, don't forget to like the stream. And if you're watching back on the replay, like the video. Leave a comment and subscribe to the Sir That Sports TV. Please do one more thing for us, though.
Share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure to get us 6 subscribers. Because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, do you know how many subscribers that get us by the end of the day, people?
One holy. Go on, people. Go on. It's been a good day so far. We're kind of excited to do today's show. I'm not lie. We almost start the show before we even start the show. Half the year. But what there, people? While you're not rolling, hit the like button. The man himself like Joe Mara, but 8 to 5.
I'm an 8 to 5 situation.
Tell him say that beside that sports TV business, bro.
As I said, remember that beside that sports TV, you have a corporate side as well.
They must know that you have meetings. You get me? I say you have things to do.
Yeah,
the man and me by 8 to 5. The man even say 9 to 5, That's an insult.
Bro, 9 to 5 don't exist, bro. Them want the corporate world want 9 all the time.
I saw them trick, bro.
No one, yes.
I saw them trick.
Well,
But people, as you know, forward here, big up on yourself. Big up Mr. United, Malik Benson, KOI. Big up on yourself. We're here to talk about the 25-man squad that was just released. And overall the friendlies that we're going to play against Trinidad and Tobago. You see me, we did a show last week and we spoke about it, on the surface, but now we have a little bit more information. And I must say, we're excited, people. So stay tuned to this Sir That Sports TV. We'll speak about, a lot more when we return on Studio Talk. Let's go. Alright. Football time. 25-man squad is released, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, bro, man, I hear you.
Yeah, so the 25-man squad is released, and first thing I ask, how you feel about the squad? We don't talk about it yet, bro. Normally we talk about things before we start, so me really don't know how you feel about it. So how you feel about the squad?
What you say, bro? Sorry about that. We're kind of distracted.
Man, me call HR in the bridging. Me call HR. That's that me I try to tell you.
Alright, sorry about that.
Yeah, bro, me I say.
You don't come again.
No, man, me not take no apology to them, man.
My
apology to them.
My apologies.
No, I apologize to the people. Me not take no apology to them. I tell you that straight.
People, my apology for being distracted, people. As you know, you're there home and sometimes you face some distractions. And sometimes you just have to get distracted, bro. You just have to get distracted.
I'm not pleased. Anyways.
Some things they can't go around, bro. I lie me I tell.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I lie me I tell, bro. People, when you have some distraction on the yard, when you just can't avoid, like them things they just have to distract you and you just have to understand so the badness come down.
You care to elaborate, my brother?
My test, you just want enough up yourself and dig up in our business and I don't appreciate that. Man, why we can't keep it professional? Why every single time we come on here, you always want expose my business to the whole entire YouTube, but we can't just talk about football for once.
Number one guy say, online school be like. I don't lie. But bro, let's talk about it. No man, I can't ignore the people them. Mr. United say lady, that a film distraction, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, bro, sometimes in life, I say that's my distraction particularly. But I say sometimes in life when they're home, bro, you have some important things that you have to tend to, bro. You can't go around. You get me? I say sometimes HR just have to call and just have to get it right up, bro. You just call it a day, bro. The first one is a verbal though, the second one is a write up.
Back to the question.
Yeah,
how do you feel about the squad? Sir, the 25-man squad that was released today, how do you feel about it?
The 25-man squad that was released this morning at 6:30 a.m. Yes, so I'm very excited. I've never been as excited about a non-FIFA date squad ever in my whole entire life as I am right now. Never. Ecstatic.
But what do you like about the squad though?
So many things, bro. Like, there's a conversation that we had regarding the balance of youth and seniority and youth and seniority. I was correct saying the first time. Also, I was saying that this quote unquote Jamaica B situation, this non-international, non-FIFA date situation, we're calling a lot of young players, bro. It have to be a lot of teenagers. And boy, are there a lot of teenagers. What are they, like 6 or 7 teenagers on this squad? In addition to other young players, you know, like Lemar Walker, who's another player who's relatively young, so on and so forth. When you calling up squads, 2002, 2001, 2003, especially in non-FIFA dates, that have to be the benchmark. Those are the years when the players have to be born. I would see players being born in 2004, and it's extremely exciting, bro. You know, also some return faces, the likes of Tyler Roberts. That's a big call. The likes of Omar Hutchinson. You know, I'm not sure if he's eligible to play in full games. If he is, I hope that we see him, you know, 2 weeks from now. But I'm excited that he's back. We saw him against Catalonia. He didn't have the greatest game against Catalonia. But that Catalonia team is a very good team. You know, that Catalonia team would have probably been a World Cup contending team had they been official as well. So, you know, we never saw it. He didn't put out a good showing then, but he was 18 at the time, first international game. And I'm so happy to see his return. That's something I'm excited about. The likes of Lembisaka, you know, he's going to come and he's going to play for Jamaica, making his debut. And bro, the youth, the players that we've been wanting to get, you know, our ability to get dual nationals to come into the senior program from an early age is very important.
And let's just, you know, for the people that haven't seen the squad, let's talk about, let's just run through the squad real quick. Asha, and you know, I took the time to get the ages of all the players in the squad. So while I'm calling names, I'll tell you their ages. Asha Hutchinson, he's 18 years old.
Yeah. But let me stop right there at Asha Hutchinson. 18, 15, 23, 25 now. No. I'm not going to elaborate. I know I probably shouldn't be as critical because who knows, I might want to interview Asha Hutchinson one day. But Asha Hutchinson is like 5'5", bro.
Yeah, he's not a tall guy.
Don't know if the man can touch the crossbar. And I'm not even being super critical. I'm not even being an asshole, but I just don't think Asha was in the direction that we're going, bro.
But bro, he knows how to keep goal though. I can't say that. You know, I've seen him for Arnett Gardens, and even in schoolboy football, I didn't watch much of the Doncaster Cup, but from what I heard, he's a really good keeper. From what I've seen, man can keep the goal. Now, when we're playing some big man football, and you know, we're gonna need more than just reflexes. We kind of gonna need size too. What we're gonna get, you know. So I kind of agree with you upon that. I'm not as critical as you, but not very impressed. But the fact that we're looking at young players, I like it. So Asha Hutchinson, 18 years old. Kemar Foster, 30 years old. And Jamali Wait, 24 years old. Now, important to note, I also saw that Akeem Bernard, who is 17 years old, I think, is also, you know, was also at training today. I don't know if that was just just to give him a look in or whatever, but I like the fact that the coach is giving the young players an opportunity.
Bro, Akeem Bernard.
Akeem Bernard over Asha Hutchinson for me.
Yeah, and Akeem Bernard and Asha Hutchinson played in schoolboy football this season. And Asha Hutchinson was not an All-Acosta Cup player. Akeem Bernard started for the All Manning Cup team. And Manning Cup was littered with some very good goalkeepers this season. And Akeem Bernard, I think, showed that he was the best of the lot. You know, and Akeem Bernard, I saw him recently. He's grown. I think he's taller than I am now. You know, we saw the interviews that we did where me and him were like similar height. He was slightly shorter than I am.
Yeah.
Akeem Bernard is taller than I am now.
So you say a 6'5" right now?
Yeah, and he's lost weight.
Love that. Christopher Wright say, I think we were surprised by the English players being released. Just show when you have a pro licensed coach with respect. Now that is a big and important point, bro.
That's fact, bro. What the sound effects them? That's facts, bro.
Hold on, man. Hold on, make some noise, man. I'm gonna make some noise. I'm gonna make some noise. People, pardon me. Pardon me. Every time when I talk some facts, I have to make some noise. And Christopher, right, that's a big comment, bro. I feel like I don't understand the intricacies of it. I don't know what them tell the coaches to release them from them academy or
No, bro, but that's the thing. That's the thing about it. None of the players who were released are playing. You know, except Lembe-Saka are playing, and Lembe-Saka isn't even playing week in week out for
He's appeared once.
Yeah. So these players, you know, are in the academy system, and you know they're getting a chance to get national call-ups. And the clubs understand that this is important for the players' careers, you know, to get senior call-ups from an early age. And as Christopher said, was it Christopher who said it? As Christopher Wright said, you know, the respect of this coach. Remember, he went on a campaign to recruit players from England to get them to come out and play in Jamaica. And you can't help but think this influx of young dual nuts are as a result of that mass recruitment drive that he made. You can't help but think that this is the results of that reward. And just to be able to get them in the squad from early out, you know, on a non-FIFA day when the clubs didn't have to release them, that shows that he definitely did some work when he went to Europe, bro. And this is what I like to see. This is the type of accountability that we need to hold people, you know, in that are in high positions. We need to hold them to this type of standard. When you spend the JFF's money, when you spend our money that we give to the JFF, we want to see things happen as a result of spending that money. And I think what we're seeing right now in this selection is as a result of that money that JFF spent to send Hallgrimson on a tour of Europe. Bro, it's working well. I will see it. And I just can't wait. I have a sneaky feeling that there might be some surprises next week when the team is dropped.
I do too, bro. I really do. And I believe that we will be seeing more players from England. You know, if we can manage to get surprises in this unofficial game, we might see one or two surprises in the official game. You know, there are players. They will talk about, you know, neither call them, you know, from Brentford and West. We have players in the Premier League that are real solid professional footballers. And if Coach Hallgrimson can pull out one or two of these, you know, we'll have a conversation down the line because we're going to, you know, talk about the interview that Coach Hallgrimson did. But if we can manage to secure some of those places in our team now that we want, you know, more quality, we could be surprised. But let's continue the squad. Staple is 24 years old. Sule Makala is 30 years old. Adrian Mariappa, 36 years old. Cummings is 24 years old. Richard King, 21 years old. Jamar Topi, 23. Lembiska is 19. Yeah, let's stop there. Let's stop right there. Again, you know, a lot of defenders here. Like it. You know, I'm seeing what? 24, 21, 23, 19.
Yep.
And
then add Mariappa into it.
Add Mariappa with it. And this is what I have to say about the Mariappa and the Ravel. And because a lot of people say, why they never just go with more youth? You have to have a balance. You have to have experience. You have to have people.
Bro, and at the end of the day, if Ravel and Mariappa are available,
they are the best.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
It's as simple as that, regardless of the age situation. If Ravel can play, then let Ravel play. You know, if we could have had everybody that's available to us right now, I think that we'd have preferred that. But we know that's not the situation. So if the players are available to play, then let them play. 100%. 100%.
How do you feel about Richard King and Jamar Topi? You know, I feel like these are two players that we've been grooming for the future. These are two players that we identified as next up, and this identification was done about 2 years ago. You know, even more than that for Jamar Topi. He's been through the ranks, and we know that this is a player that we expect to do big things for Jamaica. Last year during qualification, you can say he looked out of shape. He was beyond it. In the JPL, he's having a decent season. How do you feel about him and King being introduced? And what are you expecting from them?
All right. First and foremost, you know, I'm happy that I'm happy about the youth. My apologies, but there are two players that I'll give shouts to for a squad like this, and those two players are Romain Blake and Daniel Mitchell. You know, I think this was the perfect opportunity to get in two players of that age. You know, we saw Dejan Richards, a 17-year-old, get called up. I think this would have been a perfect opportunity to get Romain Blake his first international call up. Considering that Romain Blake has indeed been one of the best defenders in the JPL. Considering his youth, I think he warranted a spot in this squad. You know, Dan Hugh Mitchell is somebody who is a solid central defender. You know, obviously people make the same arguments about him that they make for Dejan Richards. We've only seen him in the Manning Cup, so on and so forth. But as I said, we know the level of Manning Cup is comparable to the level of the JPL, and Dan Hugh Mitchell was an absolute standout in the Manning Cup. So I think defensively, those are two defenders that I would have loved first to bring in. But then that the question goes to ask after that now. Fine, you bring in those two young defenders. Which two defenders would you take out? He said O'Shane Staple, Suma
Sule
Kala.
Makala.
Yeah,
Both good players, though. Staple is a good player for Harbourview, and Makala is
how
one of
old
the
did you
standouts
say
from
they
Mount
were?
Pleasant. Huh?
What did you say they were?
Staple is 24. Makala is 30.
30.
Yeah, if you're looking to take out one, it would have to be Makala.
I don't even know who's Makala.
No, man, I've seen him play for Mount Pleasant. He's a good player. But we're going to get to what the coach say about some players missing out because of their age. And I feel like if there is a bracket for that, Makala would probably fall into that bracket.
Yeah, bro, and as I said, like, wouldn't you? Because you've seen more JPL than I have, I reckon.
Yeah.
Would you say Romain Blake is comparable to Staple and Makala
Yeah,
in their JPL performances?
I think so.
For sure. So then I would opt to go with Romain Blake. You know, like give Romain Blake the chance in a situation like this. We see him give the chance to Dejan Richards.
I
You
know
know,
Blake is a standard for Waterhouse. Don't get it. Yeah.
Romain Blake is the best defender at Waterhouse. He's the best central defender at Waterhouse. Right? So I'm thinking that Romain Blake and Dan Hugh Mitchell, 19-year-old and 17-year-old, based on the theme that we're trying to achieve, that's exactly what we should have gone for. So given the chance to make two subs, I'd have probably gone with one or two or less Staple, Makala or Cummins, and I'd have introduced the two young players. That's Romain Blake and Dan Hugh Mitchell, two best schoolboy central defenders. There's a shout for Devante Hodges. He's the next good player that has transitioned well into the JPL. But I think Dan Hugh Mitchell, though not playing in the JPL right now, I can tell you that there are big things in the pipeline for Dan Hugh Mitchell. I guarantee it. And Romain Blake is going to be a professional footballer at a higher level. He's 17 years old.
Yeah.
He's already one of the best defenders in the competition now. I just don't understand why he hasn't even been called up to one of these camps. Because it's clear that he should have been here. So those are two additions, especially based on the theme, bro. The 2002s, 2003s. Those two players, Romain Blake was 2005. Those two players, I think, should have been interjected into this.
Yeah, and I feel like, bro, with this coach, I even have more confidence that more players will get a look in. So I'm not even writing it out. I feel like it may come. If he continues with this performance in the JPL, the coach is watching, and he's showing that if you perform, if I think you have the ability, along with the fact that you're a young player, you will get the chances. One thing I want to say, bro, I've been watching some Cavaliers. Richard King is playing CDM, bro. Yeah. Richard King's a CDM for Cavaliers right now, and I've seen it in multiple matches. Even yesterday, he was playing at CDM. Are you willing to explore that option? If you were coach Hallgrimson, Richard King in the CDM, are you playing as a defender in your back to in your CDM?
Bro, you would have to be the one to tell me. I would leave that to you. It depends on how he's playing.
He's playing all right. He's playing decent. He's not a. I can tell it straight up. He's not what he is at CDM. He's not what he is at.
Is he
as a
Ramon
defender?
Howell?
Huh?
Is he Ramon Howell?
No.
Well, if he's not Ramon Howell, then no, I would not.
No, I don't think so. But could he become something? I'm seeing enough to say. Maybe this transition should have been done, say, 2 years ago or a year ago. But no, Richard King is what, 21 years old, still a bit young. But I feel like from what I'm seeing, good CDM option. good defender to step into the midfield.
Bro, I say humble and me that put Daniel Mitchell and with a laughing emoji. I can't wait for the future. I can't wait for April, May them time there. And we're gonna see who will laugh them time there. I just can't wait. You see when you know some of the things that me, you know, bro? You see when you know some of the things that me, you know?
Inside.
Yeah, you just have to go and hold it. I can't wait until the future.
Tennessee, big up for the interruption. You know the thing go.
Oh yeah, interrupt with.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good squad to see Whisper and Amari Hutchinson and Dexter.
Bro, ecstatic. And Rush, think about it. The JFF not flying these boys down to just play against Trinidad twice. These boys are going to the Azteca. So we can basically count on a few players that will be going to the Azteca. We know Hutchinson is going to go. We know Lembisaka is going to go. You know, we know Cunningham is going to go. Or Casanova, sorry. We know that there are players. These players, at least 4 or 5 of them, will be making the trip to Mexico. You know, I think Deshaun Richards will be making the trip to Mexico. Like I can't, obviously I don't know that, but I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think Hallgrimson likes the kid. So we can of the 26 going to Mexico, I think there are only 20 spots left.
What's not to like? Yeah.
What's not to like?
I believe you'll be there, bro. But let's continue the squad and then we'll address some comments. Where was
him say if it was up to us, the team would be picked up just manning up players. And you know what? You are absolutely right. If it was up to me, the team would have been picked by just manning Cup and Da Costa Cup players and then the European players.
You know what I would say more than. You know what I would say more than.
I'm not trying to make joke out there and seriously a judge.
You know what I would say, bro?
Yeah.
Yes, it would be a lot of manning Cup players, but it would be those manning Cup players that are, you know, proving themselves against players in the JPL, and those like Akeem Bernard or Deshaun Richards who doesn't need to prove themselves because we've seen.
What do I need to prove?
Exactly. But don't get me wrong, love the squad. So even though we're having a discussion and we're critiquing it and
I'm saying those two old heads in the defense playing locally right now at 30. They're not going to help us in the Gold Cup because when Ethan Pinnock comes, you know, when all of our international players, you know, you think about the likes of the Damian Lowe's and even Wes Harding, who is still on the cusp of breaking in, you know, in addition to Hallgrimson spoke to some of those top players playing in the Evertons. You know what I mean? Some players playing in those regions. In addition to Michael Hector, who is still open to coming back and playing for Jamaica. Is McCullough going to be there anytime around when he's the same age as those players that I just mentioned? Him older than Pinnock. Him older than Wes Harding. Him at the same age as Hector. You get me? I say? You talk about players like Ben Godfrey and so on and so forth. Ben Johnson that we know Hallgrimson spoke to. Who are all younger than he is. Wouldn't you then just give a 17-year-old Romain Blake? Because you know it's not going to McKellar for the World Cup.
The only thing I can think about
Romain Blake has 3 more World Cups.
Yeah. The only thing I can think about is the fact that players like Staple and McCullough, we are a bit light in the wing-back positions. You know, and even though you call wing-back's name a while ago, Johnson, maybe that is where the coach is kind of, you know, giving some players a little bit of leeway, or making a little bit of exception. Because we are light and we are looking for that. I feel like 2 of the positions in our squad right now that we need to find. We need to find our left back and we need to find our right back. You know, so because these 2 players are wing backs, I feel like that may be why an exception was made for them. And a lot of the players that we can say are exceptions, you know, are in those positions that we need to find. You know, more so than succession planning, because a lot of this is succession planning. Let's continue though. Dwayne Atkinson, 20. I feel like Dwayne Atkinson's been 20 forever. Dwayne Atkinson, 20 years old. Omar Hutchinson, it is 19. Joshua Anglin, a player who I really like, bro. I'm going to speak about him a little bit. 21 years old.
Yeah.
Alwyn Harvey, 25. Dante Casanova, 18. Ravel Morrison, 30. Splat, 18.
Yep. 2004.
It's crazy. Phillips, 24. Lamar Walker, 22.
Yep.
I also feel like Lamar Walker 22 forever. just
Bro,
because they got their exposure. So,
as I said, bro, I've been saying, even though Lamar Rock is a local player, in these local teams, bro, it have to be a 23. It have to be a under 23. Jamar Topi barely get a fine. Jamar Topi can't forward. It have to be the Richard Kings. It have to be the Romain Blakes. It have to be, you know what it have to be? It have to be exactly the players that we're seeing now.
yeah.
That's who it have to be. That's why I'm known as Hallgrimson, bro. The man.
And before we're gonna discuss this, come here, do it black by black. So we're gonna discuss
Yeah.
this little section before we
Yeah.
go to the
These are the midfielders.
Yeah. Excited. Excited, bro. Omar Hutchinson, top class. And I feel like he's just about, he's one level below, securing his spot in a first team, middle of the pack Premier League team. We see him getting appearances for Chelsea. And Chelsea is a top team in the Premier League. So I believe that if he was,
bro, any player that we have as a Jamaican that is a part in and around the Chelsea first team has to be called up for the national team. 100%.
Yeah, and Siobhan Pearce say, I'm excited to see Whisper Roberts and Omar up front. That's a speedy front line. Yeah, and the thing with Omar Hutchinson.
Hutchinson's going to be a bit behind them.
No, that's the thing with Omar Hutchinson. He's so versatile, bro. I can tell you for sure. He can play, as an half forward. I can tell you that. But I think we are looking at our midfield because that is somewhere where we need to shore up.
Yeah.
But Hutchinson, 8, 10, half forward. I feel like 8 and 10 is more his speed, though. Rashid Basara said Topi always have a mistake in him, which is true. I can say that is true, and I feel like you need to improve on that, and one part of his game, keeping his head, staying focused for 90 plus minutes, cutting out the lapses in his game. But I agree. KY, Chelsea wouldn't just release Omar like that. Well, they did, and the coach said that the players from the UK they're arriving tomorrow. So I am not here to say anybody a liar or whatever, bro. I'm just taking everything that I see at face value until they prove themselves to be frauds. You get me? I say. Rashid also said, hope him not start none at all. He's speaking about Topi. Man, in this squad, Topi is one of the best defenders. I can tell you that. Obviously, we have Maps and we have King, who I think is ahead of him. But beyond that, Topi, up there. Mr. United, I know that Whisper is way more athletic than Satchel, but Satchel is more technical. I think Satchel should get a call in the future. Mr. United, I have to disagree. Don't get me wrong. Shaquan Satchel, top player. Playing for Portmore United now and doing well in the JPL. But we'll talk about Dujan Richards. I feel like because we're so far removed from, the Manning Cup and from his performances, we forget. Don't forget, bro. Dujan Richards is about 6'3". Dujan Richards is so fast. He's so quick. He's one of the fastest, youth players that we have. Technically, he's up there with the best of them. His goal scoring knack is second to none in Jamaica right now. The kid is up there, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to talk down Satchel because he's a top player. But Dujan Richards is definitely more technical than Shaquan Satchel, bro. Number one media, yes, I agree. A balance is important, yeah. Yeah, but I feel like while we are selecting players for balance, we also need to identify those players that are a succession plan. So yes, we need the Maps right now, we need the Ravels, and we need the players that are, say, 30, 32. Not too much of them, not too many of them. We need those players in our team right now. But we have to identify the players, especially in that right back position, that left back position. The players who will be a part of our succession plan. Joe Mars back with us. KY, and with these players being released, it shows that the previous JFF never wanted the diaspora players. This never happened before. That's a take. That is a take. Hold on. Bro, I think this kind of shows the incompetence of previous administration or
Bro, why is it that we always thought that it was a situation where
we can't.
The players unseen, we soon drop the link unseen.
Yeah, we are dropping the link, man.
We always thought it was a situation where the players didn't want to play for Jamaica until they were 30. Until it was their last option. Right? And I'm thinking, bro, we got Mariappa early. I'm thinking had we recruited better, we could have gotten Mariap at 19 or 18.
We could. I believe
You know,
so.
I'm thinking that other good player. Michael Antonio said, whether he's telling the truth or he's lying, said he always wanted to play for Jamaica from early out. And I'm thinking some of these players, the Makanovs and these players that we got very late. I'm thinking had we worked harder, we'd have gotten these players at an earlier age. Yes, there were a few who we were second options. You know, you could think of maybe a Wes Morgan and stuff where it just genuinely seemed as though he held out until it seemed as though he didn't have any choice. But there were a few of them, you know, that came relatively early. That came, and I don't think it was a situation where they came as second options. They were like, okay, probably their ambition is not necessarily to play for England because it's far fetched. But I think they would have known that from they were like 18, 19 years old. You know, it's about effort. You think Lembe-Saka in himself, playing in the Premier League at 18 years old, or at 17 years old, doesn't believe in himself that one day he's going to be one of the best wing backs in England? You think him deep in himself don't believe that? So you think it's a case where he's latching on to us right now simply because he knows that he doesn't have an English option? That's not the case.
No. I think he wants to play for Jamaica.
Exactly, bro.
And also, because something that I saw the other day, and I'll come back to that comment because I think it's important. Bro, the moment these English players that they get good enough are right below an English call up, the moment they express that they will play for somewhere else, they get called up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the moment. I remember this happening with Ainsley Maitland-Niles when he came out after an Arsenal game and say, yo, yeah, no, say he can play for Jamaica, and well, next window, England calling. I remember Emil Smith Rowe came out.
And whoever called
and say, yo, whoever called me, I go. England call him right after and him never play again. They get me and say, and we need to act on this, and we need to do research, and we need to get these players in before them reach right below the English call up, bro. Because a lot of players can get the one and move from England. A lot of them. And don't get me wrong, England will do it.
England will do it. Bro, look, Emil Smith Rowe is young, but it looks gloomy for him right now. One of my favorite
players. You never know.
And that's what I'm saying. Do you think Lembe-Saka at 17 years old don't genuinely believe in him heart? So you think that him genuinely believe that he's just going to be this level wing back for the rest of his life? You don't think deep down he believe that he's going to be one of the best wing backs in Europe? But yet still a come play for Jamaica though.
Question. Devron Bailey. What is the most surprising name on the list for you guys? What's the most surprising name?
Asher Hutchinson.
You got the opposite direction. I think he meant, you know, a name that you are excited to see, bro.
So that's what he meant. Oh, okay.
I believe so, but you can't say Asher Hutchinson. You're surprised.
I'm too negative. But yeah, that was the most surprising. But I'm surprised by all of these professionals. All of them. I'm surprised by every last one of them. Omar Hutchinson, Splat, Casanova, Lembe-Saka. I'm surprised by every single one of them because that took me, it hit me from left field. I've been championing the inclusion of these boys in our national program for a long time. You know, I've always held the belief that if we're going to go with Speedy or Lembe-Saka, we're going to go with Lembe-Saka. You know, if I go with Jevon East or Splat, we'll go with Splat. You get me? So I've always held that notion that these young dual national players, I'd prefer them in the team rather than these aging, average Jamaican-born players. Right? I've always held that notion. But I'd never expected it to be against Trinidad and Tobago. You know, I believe that Hallgrimson is a visionary, and as such, I knew that he'd make the right decisions come game time against Mexico. I didn't doubt that, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Hutchinson included against Mexico. I would not have been surprised. But at a non-FIFA date, to see those players get the call up to come from their clubs, bro, these players are making thousands of pounds a week. I guarantee you. These clubs are paying them well. They're driving Mercedes-Benzes. They're living in their own homes and apartments. They are professional footballers. And let's make that absolutely clear. And I'm ecstatic that these guys, you know, would have come. I bet they would have wanted to come, and they would have expressed it to them clubs that we genuinely want to go. Please allow us to go. And they made it get done. I know that's just not simple up to the JFF. I know these boys have to have expressed interest in coming as well. And I'm extremely surprised by the inclusion of all of these dual national players. I'm extremely surprised.
Yeah, but props to the JFF too, because they have to do their part and they have to get them here and they have to entertain it. And I feel like, as I said, bro, we see a new Gen Z, we see the coach, and I feel like those are the two, along with Mr. Speed and players that we hear, people that we hear, in the media saying that you're saying all the right things and all the good things. We actually start seeing, some action behind it. So give them some props until they prove to be for us. That's just what we need. Any other play on this?
Do you know I'm a more critical person than me in your whole entire life? But I've been singing the JFF's praises, bro. Because they've not done everything right to this point. They've made mistakes. But the improvement from Dalton Wint to Dennis Chung is night and day. Thousands of percentage of improvement has been made. It makes me think, what the hell were the JFF doing appointing Dalton Wint in the first place?
Yeah.
And then, you know what? Dalton Wint is a football guy. He's a football guy. Dennis Chung is not a football guy. And look at the difference. It's remarkable. And it's not perfect. And they will get better. But all these moves that you can pinpoint, that leads directly back to Chung, and by extension Michael Ricketts, so give him his props as well, is a clear indication that Jamaican football is on the up and up. And the JFF, I think, are taking some accountability, which Dennis Chung did do, and are moving in the right direction. So, bro, give on to Caesar what is due.
For sure. When good happen, we're gonna talk about it. When bad happen, we're gonna talk about it. And right now, I feel like this is something good to speak about. People, we will be dropping the link below soon. And come on here from me. More you won't have to think, but we're gonna finish the squad right now. Again, just the midfield line. Excited to see Ravel Morrison. Love watching Ravel Morrison play. But Josh Anglin is a player I said I wanted to speak about for a bit, bro. I feel like this is the type of
Talk about him.
Bro, Harbour View. Josh Anglin, a player that went overseas. He was playing in the US a little bit. Got in some trouble and had to come back to Jamaica. I think that if it wasn't for, because I've been following his progress, he's actually a player that I knew when I was around 16 years old. Special kid, when I'm a little youth. You get me? I say, the progression that he made, had he not, got himself in some trouble in America, I believe he would have been, out of the USL right now and definitely been at a higher level. When I watch him play for Harbour View, bro, he's always ahead of the players around him. He has vision on him, he has the technical ability that we need in our midfield right now. And I feel like if we are supposed to select one player to push in our midfield from the JPL, he would be my pick. We see a lot of players, bro. We see the Guthries and we see the Waterhouse. Remind me of his name. His name keep eluding me. Ramon Hoyle. We see those players who are good players. But I feel like Anglin is the one that I would keep my eye on, bro. And I wanted to watch him when I hope him not let me down, bro. Come here talk I am.
And look at his age.
Anglin what? 21? 21. People, Josh Anglin, look out, me I telling you.
So it's not Lambert for you, it's not Speedy for you, it's Josh.
No. And he's a 8. Yeah, he's at 8, so he's definitely not Speedy. I think he's better than them. In fact, he was playing in the USL until him getting in trouble, bro. Yeah. And he was playing in the USL at 18 and 19 years old. You see me? So, believe me. Good player. For the bottom row now, Tyler Roberts, Wolves. Oh, I'm still at the age. Lose me a while ago. 19 years old.
Yep.
Anderson, 22 years old. Dujan Richards, 17, the youngest of the pack. And Jordan Fletcher, 25. So even Jordan Fletcher is still not.
So Jordan Fletcher did have to get called up, and Jordan Fletcher must go to Mexico.
Travis Pessoa, believe me now. See, I say Josh Anglin, the best local CDM in the JPL. I honestly believe so that youth here can do something for me. I watch him play, I believe so. But continue.
Jordan Fletcher must go to Mexico. And Jordan Fletcher must start on Saturday. Must. The man is on fire. The man is scoring goals left, right, and center in India. He's absolutely annihilating the league. And what Decided Sports TV said, get to yourself out of Jamaica and go play international football. And put Jamaica upon the map. And Jordan Fletcher is doing exactly that. Jordan Fletcher must go to the Azteca. So see that at one more spot. Taken out. He must go to the Azteca. Jordan Fletcher. And you see that 20.
Bro, how much spot you have? A 30 spot you have? A 30 spot you have?
No, but me have six spots already occupied. So Hallgrimson have 20 when we need to pick now.
Damn.
Yeah, Hallgrimson have 20 man we need to pick from Europe. But I don't think that's enough. You know, we know we have the Blakeys and the Ethan Pinnock and so on and so on. But I mean, from that squad, you know, Splat must go to Mexico. Hutchinson must go to Mexico. Lambisaka must start. Lambisaka must start in all the games. I'm not sure if he starts in Mexico, but Lambisaka must start twice against Trinidad. And if he performs well, God knows he starts against Mexico in the Azteca. Right? Casanova, I don't know much about him. But I reckon he must go to Mexico as well. You know, I'd love to see the Johnny Chaz in Mexico.
Bro, but we don't know what else the coach about him sleeve in terms of senior players playing for their other clubs. So I'm gonna mention Johnson, I'm gonna mention Rico Lewis, and we don't know Max.
Well, if Rico Lewis come, Lambasaka just have to take time, go back to Wolves.
You get, bro. You get. So we don't know. So you are get the coach 20, and the coach would look by you as a big man. If me show you my...
How is his name pronounced? Lambisaka. Some of them call him name.
Lembiska.
That's how it's pronounced?
Bro, butcher where you want butcher, you know, brother.
Andrew, tell me
what
your name.
We're going to respect you. We're going to respect you. Lembiska, bro.
Lembiska?
Yeah.
Alright. I've heard it.
Purcell is the best stadium. Purcell is another player that impressed me. Purcell for Arnett Gardens. Good player, but I still don't believe he's Anglican. Unseen. You can't come argue with me when you come. Come here, watch me.
How old is Dexter? I know, so Dexter I'm an artist. How old is Purcell?
Not sure. But a good player, solid player.
Tell me, Lembiska? Okay. Tell me how old is Purcell, and me can tell you if it's a comparison. Because you are telling me say Anglin so bad. Anglin is a kid. Bro, 2002 Rush. Rush 2002.
Man, them suggest Dexter that.
Dexter. 2002. Yeah, stop telling Cam say Dexter 100 times better than Jam. Nah, I guess 100 times, bro, but Dexter start for me, bro. Him start for me, Rush. I know it's a Javian Brown here, boy, you know, he play for KC, so on and so forth. And by the way, we need to get Javian Brown on the channel. But Lembiska starts for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking, now come and act like me watch JPL.
No, man, I've been watch my JPL this year, bro. I'm not going around here.
So me not go come argue that point there. Like say, me there watch JPL. You know, Romain Blake, come try watch the Manning Cup players, because you know, say, we bring them from far. But generally, I don't really indulge in the JPL like that.
Alright, I'm gonna drop the link and see if you want forward. So forward, I could talk. But who are you about the squad though? This squad that we have in front of us, we are excited.
In terms of who deserves it, dog. Bro, Jordan Fletcher deserves this call-up the most out of anybody. Jordan Fletcher is the most deserving of this call-up. Jordan Fletcher.
Yeah, I like that call-up. The man that a lot of people love to, let me not go there. But a lot of people are excited to see in the squad is Dujan Richards.
Yeah.
A player that we've been saying for months now, not since he might get the trial, not even trial, but the training camp call, and we've been saying since last year, whispering to get him called up. How do you feel to be proven right and that the coach agrees with you? How do you feel, my brother?
Told I was right. Yeah, I did right. Whisper get the call up. I never did a lie. Told I was right. Yeah, I did right. But also, bro, I not give them too much bridging. But all I can say is told I was right. You know, and I just genuinely believe that Deshaun Richards will continue to prove us right going forward, time and time again. This is just the beginning. Like, Deshaun Richards is a wonder kid, bro. You know, he's class personified, especially for his age. And he will go forward and make a lot of moves for Jamaica. He will make us proud. And this is only the beginning, bro. You know, as I said, I'm not 100% sure if he will go to Mexico with the team. You know, I hope to see him. You know, but football is also a meritocratic system. So, you know, he performs in Trinidad, I think he'll get his chance. But going forward, Dejan Richards is our future. So I can't guarantee that he'll travel to Mexico. You know, he's still playing in Jamaica. He's still a local player, right? But with the experience he's garnered from Newcastle, bro, with what we've seen from him, you know, I really think Dejan Richards will go on and be special. And I just really, really, really hope for a good performance. That Whisper comes on and scores against Trinidad at the Catherine Hall Stadium. First and foremost, Whisper, you have to give me an interview after the game. And secondly, the only thing we're going to make a video was I told you I was right. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Love it. That's all I can say. I think about Dejan Richards given the opportunity to prove himself. I believe Sam will prove himself in these two friendlies because he's a player that we can say is built for the moment.
Bro, he lives for it. He has ice cold blood in his veins. His best game was the hardest game against the best team. But then again, it's schoolboy football. It doesn't count for much, but that's what we have as reference. And he played a remarkable game. An outstanding game.
Yeah. And I can tell you straight up, say, the youth not frightened for the moment. And I believe that being called up for Jamaica, he 100% thinks he deserves it. You know, he's going to go there like he belongs, and he's going to play like he belongs. You know, I can say from what I've seen from him. Excited for the call up, excited to be proven right, excited to know that the coach agrees with us. But Unseen is here to speak about whatever you want to speak about. Let's add him in real quick. 1 second, my brother.
Unseen did say somebody not good, and we disagree with him. Wim did say not good, bro. Unseen says somebody not good.
Unseen, what up?
I'm hearing up Rashan and Joe Mar. Big up on yourself now. Big up people in the comment section as well.
We did say not good, Unseen. He did say somebody not good, and
I say yo. I think we should move past the old conventional type of football defenders then. You know where
Damon Lowe, that's not good, and I have to disagree with him wholeheartedly.
Prone to get red card.
You come back with this Unseen.
Yeah, watching red card. How many red cards Damon Lowe get now?
Prone to get red card in a mafia adjusting game because VAR and everything they know.
How many red cards? How many red cards the ball have?
And just kick with the ball for the reason at all.
So walking red card, how much red card him get?
And just kick with the ball. You get one in the World Cup qualification with Castaway.
How much red cards some get what? When was the other one get?
Right? And if VAR again in the competition for a long time, when I get two red cards, one from
VAR in the competition, Damon Lowe that scored the goal of Carriga World Cup. What you say?
VAR did it.
You get me? I say so.
VAR never pick it up.
If VAR was in the competition from earlier, Damon Lowe would have probably scored that goal. Would have get with 3 points.
No, but VAR was there that much. It was that much.
No, VAR never there, America. No, VAR never there.
If VAR was in that game, Damon Lowe would have been the goal scorer to win us the game against the United States of America. That same day.
No, but only by the time I see VAR to pick up them goal, brother.
No, man,
VAR don't pick up. I'm not doing that.
Enough time I see VAR to pick up. Enough time VAR to pick up.
Make we talk some football.
Yeah.
Right? You said Damon don't know good. We need to move from the conventional type of football. What do you mean by conventional type of defender?
Long kick from a back line and kick with the ball and them thing there.
No, they
Boss lace and them type of thing.
Did I play how him coach tell him to play?
Boss lace, madness.
But you have to understand, say Damon Lowe was just doing what he's asked to do. I never Angelo Lowe that kick with the ball. We see Mario who can knock him in the ball.
Still have hard tackling defenders in today's football. Damon Lowe can push the ball forward, and Damon Lowe can play out of the defense.
Right. So watch me now. Me know Hallgrimson not replace. You see if him not change him style of play, him not nice score. So I
but Damon Lowe's a decent passer at the ball.
Yeah, but me I say what is his style of play? Him play hard and him tackle hard.
People in the comment section, talk to me. Should we move away from Damon Lowe and start looking for what would we start looking for Unseen? Ball play
centre back like King and them man, they can drive through the midfield and make.
But King not better than Damon Lowe, bro.
Yeah?
King no better than Damian Lowe?
King is more technical than Damian Lowe.
No way.
He's
No,
not.
no way. King
No
tackle better
way.
than Damian Lowe.
Devin Campbell is a lower class.
He
Low,
doesn't-
no, them man.
Yes,
Alright.
yes,
We
yes,
know
yes,
people
No,
that say
Richard King better than Lemon
But
from
I
Trinidad.
will not say King is better. You know why I'm not saying King is better? Because Damian Lowe play a long time in the system.
Bro, the only thing with King
But
probably
if you
better
ask
than
Give
me-
him
Damian
a chance, bro. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
If you ask me, King, I'll put a ceiling higher than Damian Lowe right now. For reach, to make it
Would have
fun.
probably said that 2 years ago when him just broke on the scene, but him still
Get
had
where I
the
come from.
same
The youth. You know King make a national team?
Oh, King
Talk to me now.
No. At the time, this is what me get from close sources. At the time, Theodore Whitmore never did really watch the local days team. One of the players them they get injured and drop out from England for coming. You understand me? So them ask a particular coach which one of the players them is best coming to the team from the local team. The one who can come up quick and play one match. So a certain player was selected, was named the ring, and the man them said, no brother. The youth are play at the time the King have one of the best season at JPL. And the man said, no man, the youth, a young youth. Make him go. King.
Yeah.
And when King get in the team,
Yeah.
trade, him not get no game. Right? Him not get no game. I don't remember how him get game, but when him get the
Peru,
game,
get game of Peru.
Peru,
That
the
was-
Peru game, brother. And
Yeah.
this time break through there.
And him play well,
Yes,
but
him break through there. And you see before that, a whole heap of people said to me, say, boy, I remember the management show, the man said to me, say, he would have prefer buy Ethiopia over King. More money, really. I embarrass himself next day, I come apologize. I say, one thing, easy.
Anthony, me can ask you a question now.
Yeah?
You just tell me how Richard King get him break in the national team. Tell me how Damian Lowe get him break in the
I
national
don't know, because I'm not a fan of football.
What you mean? Damian Lowe go overseas, go play for
I am not a fan of
get
his
drafted.
football. I am
Hold on
not
now.
a fan of his football.
Hold on, bro. I'm a fan of his football. In
No,
fact,
I'm
I'm
not.
favorite reggae boy right now. So
Brethren, Damian Lowe a big baller, brethren. The only
Well,
thing
I know,
Richard
bro.
King is better than Damian Lowe probably broke a man in the midfield. And at the end of the day, it's not an attacking midfielder, man. He's not a winger.
We see what my boy do him. Jesus Christ.
What who do
When
you?
him again? From
Memphis Depay?
Memphis Depay.
Where you think Memphis Depay would have do Richard King? Unseen.
Don't wait, I gotta ask for Memphis
Hold on.
Depay.
You ever come tell me, you know, say Memphis Depay would do worse than what I'm talking
Me see Memphis Depay do better than Damian Lowe
You
worse.
can say that, but it happened to Damian Lowe, not Richard King, so you can't say it happened to
Because
you.
Richard King never Richard King
cannot
never
say something is going to
Richard
happen to
King wasn't
somebody you
in
never
the
see it
MLS
happen.
All-Star game,
You
bro.
don't understand that. Why you gonna say something that happen to somebody you never see it happen?
Which game it happened to Damian Lowe now?
In a match versus Barcelona. So, yeah.
Yeah, but who Damian Lowe that play for?
Who?
Damian Lowe?
Inter Miami or something like so?
So alright, him that play Inter Miami, right?
That's why you will never see
That's
that.
why it can't happen to Richard
You
King.
will never. Richard King
No.
will never play against Memphis.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
And Jamaica never ever play in Netherlands unless they're in the World Cup first round. So you will never see Richard King.
Hold on, what you say? You'll never see Richard King play against the Memphis.
No,
Depay.
me not gonna say that.
That
Because
Joe Mars say.
based
I
on
can't see that
trajectory,
what you say.
well on based on trajectory, no bro. If we are the
Yeah,
objective,
You never know the future might
You
have.
know, Rush, me is
Man,
a
I
youth
make some serious
with
prediction.
my chest. The
When I make
only
some
way
serious
play against
prediction,
Memphis Depay if
It's like a son of the youth them in a JPL. Don't you so?
yo
I guess
what do you mean? What do you
Unseen.
mean? Why we have them there?
like them now have a future, them can't come so.
unseen. You
Of
see
course.
when play against Memphis Depay? If Jamaica draw Netherlands in the first round,
Bro.
You know what
Bro,
I say? Richard King, hold on and see.
that being that Damian Lowe get him always get it how him a play for Jamaica.
Hold on.
And some rookie I beat him them with it.
Hold on now.
You know what you ask?
Richard King is a 21-year-old. Him can improve. Him can jump a level, don't get me wrong. But comparing Richard King to Damian Lowe is ridiculous, bro.
Them
Honestly.
are ridiculous.
Well, I know. You just use the point. The thing where you use to make your point is how you make him win a national team. Let's talk about Damian Lowe make him win. Damian Lowe playing at the Manning Cup. Damian Lowe.
Anybody
Well,
can make Whitmore team, brother.
well, I know. So now Whitmore team, you know what? Damian Lowe playing at the Manning Cup. Well, I know. Damian Lowe playing at
No,
the
wait,
Manning Cup.
stop, Rush. Who for team Richard King make?
Anybody can make Whitmore team, brother.
Exactly, that's why Richard King make it. And you see it, bro. Me hate when people do this. I pick players against players, so I have to pick. So Richard
No,
King
yeah,
a big
because Richard
baller.
King is somebody I rate.
Richard King a big baller, but he's not a big baller at the end.
Come on,
Simple.
bro.
Let me ask you a question. When Richard King make the team, he never play. He play under who? Under which coach Richard King play, bro?
But just a while ago, you said anybody can make top of team and Richard King.
Yeah, anybody can make top of team.
So then why Richard King make it? You know, him and nobody.
He never play in a top of him just step on the bench, he never play.
That's
You know
why
who
said
play him?
anybody can
You know
make
who
it.
play him? You know
Why
who
Richard
play
King
him?
never make it?
You know who play him? Somebody who
Paul
have sense play him. Paul.
Who else Paul Hall play?
Right.
So Paul never play Damian Lowe too.
Paul play Damian Lowe because he have a better chance. Him not a better.
So why him never play
play
Richard
better
King? Why him never play Richard King
Who
and
never
Marapa
play?
left Damian Lowe on the bench?
So Richard King no play? No, you can't just put Marapa retirement.
But Richard King and Damian Lowe are different class.
Bro,
Richard King can get
if you ask me,
As of right now,
I prefer Richard King. If you ask me, that's my final take on it.
No, my hear what you say. I can't say I understand, but I hear what you say. You
You know,
prefer
but
it.
after any death.
Because me pass the whole conventional type of football, you know, I like.
Bro, but you have to say more than that if you're going
And
to
the kick down and the push, a run and kick down man and thing that.
But we
Well,
literally see that. We see all conventional defenders. We see like Oscar or whoever want him from Newcastle. Ain't a big ball playing centre back that rough house bridging.
So I mean, I don't like it.
In the world.
I don't like it.
What you can say though unseen, what you can say
No
is,
matter if you don't like it and see.
hold on, Joe Mar. What
That's
unseen
what
can
defender.
say no. What unseen can say is, my personal preference
Yeah.
is Richard King because I like the way he play the football.
Mm.
But what you can't say is objectively, Richard King is a better footballer than Damian Lowe, bro.
Alright, so
Somebody
What
say,
you say?
bro, somebody say I prefer Romain Blake to Richard King. Same.
But
100%.
yeah, move away from
I'm
that.
not sure if we reach it so yet. But don't get me wrong, bro. Because we are comparing two players,
Because
don't mean don't hate one.
me see you say something that to Russia about what him name again?
Joshua
More-
and Anglin.
More technical than that we are going to do. We are going to that one.
Who was technical that one?
You say something technical than whisper. Him name
No,
again?
somebody
That's
comment
it.
and say Satchel more technical than Whisper.
I
Me
think
I say,
you
man,
say it.
No.
Yeah, come on, bro. It's a comment me that read. You
I
might
think you said.
no,
I think you
no,
said.
no,
Come in
no,
the one
no.
that be smoke Johnson before that.
You crazy, bro.
Bro, that no. No, Virgin. So,
No, man.
So we'll go to
No.
the Purcell. The Purcell.
Sometimes
Person.
I think we'll go back to the one. Because the one that, you know,
What person I come from?
Purcell come from Purcell come from Cavaliers.
I come from Cavaliers. How old is he?
I'm young, you know. I remember my age.
Bro, Jamal Purcell, no. Don't it?
You play for Cavaliers, the ball over here, you play for Cavaliers, Josh?
Yeah, he play for Arnett now.
Yeah.
And him at 26, I think.
Ooh, damn, man. It's giving grandfather, bro.
I think 26
After
or
the
27.
2002.
I think, can I do a quick Google? Jamal
That is it.
Purcell. Oh, don't get me wrong, bro. I watch him play. I one game watch him now. 90 minutes. Impressed, bro. I see the youth, him good player. Technically, good. You get what I say? In our midfield with Gotti, and you know we got already, him better than Gotti, bro. You
Who?
get me? What?
Who better than Gucci?
Purcell.
No Purcell a baller, bro.
Yeah, so that me I say, and so don't get me wrong, I rate Purcell. But 27, you can't match him up against Joshua Anglin at 21. We just come from the USL and see it. The only reason that you're in Jamaica, I tell you, because I'm trouble. It's not because I'm quality.
Yeah, but USL not really improve, bro.
No, but him that playing at the USL at what, 18?
Yeah, but if you're looking at the league now, Purcell play better than him in the position. Looking at the Premier League.
Yeah, but
I understand why I'm getting picking up. It's because he was invited to the camp and Purcell was invited. So I have to understand that.
No, and because him 7 years younger.
No. Man, they were 30, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, but you can't.
Hallgrimson say it, Hallgrimson say, yo, some of them play old still, we need to move. Hallgrimson say it, if you're playing a JP and you're old, you know, it's not a good look, you know.
Yeah, but you're 30, you know, the team seems so we are trying. Inconsistent, there. So we are trying.
He must be, as Rush did say, them light in another position there.
So watch
Yeah,
me, you know.
That's
So
the
watch
only
me.
thing I can think about.
So watch me, you know. personal.
Bro, coming.
Me I
Recovery.
talk about the
Damian
JPL.
Lowe. Strength. Physical passing. Reading the game. Damian Lowe. Richard King only can dribble in the midfield better than man that. Because
Who?
Richard King can shop a man. You see me?
Who?
What kind of central I want him for? That's what the whole team can do better than Damian Lowe.
Who?
Chop a man in the midfield.
Who?
Richard King.
Brother Richard King gonna get better stats than Ethan Pinnock when he play for Jamaica.
Now what that tell you now?
I tell you so the youth have high ceiling when he play.
Yeah, but I say if you get better stats than Ethan Pinnock in the reggae boy system, what that tell you now?
Me I talk about what name there, you know. Something me I talk about Richard King, you know.
Me know, and if Richard King get more stats than Ethan Pinnock in a national program, what that tell you about the stats where you're referring to?
What you tell me about the stats?
So that mean absolutely nothing because him and Richard King when name Rupert in the same league and class
yeah, but him a get stats like him, so it's not about league and class. It's about who do the job for the national team. When you stop talking them something, bro. Who do the job for the national team.
Damian Lowe been doing the job for the national team for years.
Bro, Damian Lowe get nominated for CONCACAF best defender, bro.
Brother, something that get nominated for best team of the week. Man of artist. I don't know what you ask.
No, I'm not talking about the team of the week.
Team of the tournament or whatever.
No, CONCACAF player of the year. Damian Lowe was not player of the year, defender. In the defender category, he was nominated, bro.
Me see in a my boy that get team of the week and he no good.
Who that?
No really get him mash up. He was good at when he was at his peak. He's not good again.
Who that?
Stop party till me 140.
No, because him they have 2 good games in the win there.
Madness.
Hold on. We have 2 games in the win there.
Madness.
We have two guests. We have CC Sports Labs and we have Demo J. First of all, CC, what you have to say? Unmute your mic, MG.
Rush, hold on. Tell me if I freeze.
No, man.
Man.
Oh, because I freeze by my side. That's why, yeah.
CC, what you say?
Oh God. But as I said, to be honest, like for me, this squad, based on the fact that this is like friendly games and everything, the squad that would have put up on the players that are coming is a good look in terms of the young players that are coming. What I wanted to say is that some of these players, because I hear you say like they would want to play for Jamaica. Yes, they would want to play for Jamaica, but we have to bear in mind say it's two sides to the coin. Like they want to play for Jamaica, and second of all, they probably in their mind they must say, oh, they can get better and be one of the best in the world. Cause nobody's going to be doing a profession and don't think that they can be the best at that given profession. Otherwise, why would you be doing it? However, I think probably in reality they know that they could make a Jamaica senior team as opposed to. You're still hearing me?
Yeah, man, where are you, man?
Yeah, man, as opposed to make a England senior team. Because for the most part, most of these players would have probably been called up for England under 21.
Yep.
But they don't get called up for the under 21 as yet, then you know that go. But I mean, if the option is on the table to play for Jamaica and make history by qualifying Jamaica for a second consecutive World Cup and quite potentially play in 2 to 3 World Cup based on their age range, then choosing that option as opposed to playing 10 times for England, I'm gonna go assess it and say, oh, it's better that I try and come and play for Jamaica. Some players won't look at it as like that. Some players will try still stay and wait and see if they can get to play for England. But the dynamics of a lot of things are changing. So what will happen from like 10 years ago where a player would wait on England, nowadays because of the accessibility, and we have to also thank FIFA for this. The fact that FIFA has increased the limits and the number of teams that can go to the World Cup, come in the next World Cup, the possibility of Jamaica qualifying for a World Cup have increased. Like the probability for Jamaica to qualify for a World Cup have now increased. If you notice, the last time Jamaica qualified for a World Cup, it was in the expansion year when they moved from 24 to 32 teams, which is 98. And now the next World Cup, the next qualification window that we're seeing all of these players coming for now is basically an expansion year, moving from 32 teams to 48 teams. So whereas they would have think that all right, the probability of Jamaica going up against the Mexico, the Canada, the USA, who are automatically supposed to be automatically qualified, would have been much more difficult. The probability of them playing in a World Cup versus them waiting on England to call them when they're 25, 26, 27, or probably 30. I think the players are weighing that decision and
So
choosing to come for Jamaica. So I
So
think
you
that
say-
decision is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of these players will choose the option.
So you say more so than the love for the country, it's more of a business decision and a career decision.
I think it's more of a alright. I think the love for the country might be there, but I think on a business decision and a career decision where you're saying you get to play in a World Cup, I think they're looking at that the probability of playing in a World Cup for Jamaica versus the probability of making the England squad.
But bro, you're not willing to accept that though.
No,
I'm
I'm telling you that I'm willing to, like, to me, that does not mean that they don't want to play for the country, you know. That's what I think people don't need to understand, you know. A person's career is looking at it and I say, oh, if I play at the World Cup, this can increase my market value. England have, like, so for example, say England have 110 players, or England have a pool of 60 players, and you're not in that 60. But then the probability that Jamaica can make the World Cup and you can be a part of that squad and quite possibly play at a World Cup and get a move to a bigger club or a bigger money contract within your club, you're going to choose that route because some of these players probably, you don't know, it's not a sure thing to play for England. It's not a sure. We don't want it to be a sure thing to play for Jamaica either.
True.
But
True.
based on the ranking and based on where Jamaica is at, these players are the ones who are going to bring Jamaica up to the level where it's no longer a sure thing to play for Jamaica. So I think I can live with the fact that if it is the probability or their careers they're thinking about and they want to come and play for Jamaica, I can live with that. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that the players that are here developed locally. Because I think people tend to stray from that point. Develop locally and playing locally is two different things, in my opinion. A player can be developed locally. For example, Whisper is a player that has been developed locally. He's not necessarily playing locally in terms of playing in the Premier League.
And it will never happen.
No, I was just saying that. I was
Yeah.
saying to you that a player who is playing locally, because I think that is what people are, the fear of players playing locally, not making the team, is not my issue.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
To be at a certain level. You understand? So that's the thing. We have to think about global. For example, like an accountant, that person, in order to be chartered, you have to get like ACC or CPA, which is an international recognized qualification. So in order for you to can go to England and Wales and those places, or even Canada and America, to can secure a job as a public accountant or a chartered accountant. However, some of us want, I think that we can just think of the players stay out here to stay and playing out here and trying to make the national team. That is like going to UE and trying to secure a job in New York by just getting a first degree.
No, understand the point.
You understand what I'm saying?
Understand the
So,
point.
so
Yep.
to me, the players, we develop the players to a level, to a point, and then we export the players and the players. So even some players will probably go away from
No,
what
I
a
hear
younger.
that, bro. Unseen
No,
love
me, I
it,
get to
bro.
unseen.
Eh?
No man, me, I get to unseen because I know say this kind of
Yeah.
step on unseen.
So I'm thinking that's the point. I don't think, I'm telling you, until the league is up at a certain level, bro. In terms of the players, there will be a player coming out of the league that will break into the senior team. That
Maybe.
player won't stay in the league. And we will have that from season to season.
That is it.
But to me, we don't want to put it in a place where we are saying that, oh, automatically because you play Jamaica Premier League, that's different from a player being locally developed. Because I want to see local development taking place for players, and those players can get an opportunity, but they don't necessarily mean giving a JPL player option to play in the team. They can make the team by virtue of their performance. They can rule out a man performance. But the older the player is, the probability of them making the team, to me, is closer to 0 than closer to
Pick up
100.
him.
You know
Pick
why?
up him.
Jesus
Pick
Christ.
up him. Come on, I
I
bring in the
want
other
to
man.
say one final thing
Demo.
about that.
What? No, hold
All
on,
right, hold on.
Him a-
CC,
Yeah,
like
go
the
on.
final.
Hey,
Like the
Rush, him
final
echo
thing.
with sentiments, you know.
Hey, must spit some
Let
lyrics
me
in the
tell you,
brother.
the final
Yo,
point that
one
I
for
will
the
make
noise,
is,
man. Play some
the
bust some
final
noise,
point,
Virgin.
the final
Hold on,
point that I will
Oh,
make
yo.
is this, Jamal.
Play
Rashad,
it
the
before you
final
make
point I will make
a
on
point,
it.
CC. Before you
If
make a
this
point.
player, if you're playing in a league, bro, from your 20 years old,
Yeah,
and you're playing in that league till you're 30 years old.
yeah.
Say for example, you were scoring 5 goal, 5 goal, 5 goal, and when you're 29 and you're 30, now you score 15, then you score 20. You have been playing in this league for a decade. We've seen it with
Supposed
Tuffy
to
and the
score
Singer. You
75.
have been playing in this league for a decade. For you to score a certain amount of goal when you reach like the 9th or 10th year, there's a level of, how would I say now, comfortable, or you probably find, just like how you just moved to a new city, you never know the city before, now you can drive around the city with your eye closed. It's just like playing in the league. After a period of time, at some point in time, you might strike goal, brother. The iron might strike hot. That doesn't necessarily mean automatically you get better,
No, my father.
Alright.
Yeah, man,
Demo.
we can get a
Demo.
solid, we can get a solid look with a round of applause.
For sure. Demo, what you have to say? We're not here. You might mute. You might
You
mute.
might mute him, G.
Oh, should I hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So big up on yourself and big up CC and Unseen and everybody in the comment. I go take off my camera because I'm not see myself and move. And it
We are
kind
seeing
of
you
weird.
still,
Yeah, me know, but me don't know what I do. So it kind of awkward. You see me? So I go turn off the camera and talk.
Whatever works, my boss.
Yeah.
All right, so here my thing now, Zine. Like, me understand CC and all of that stuff, but me call for talk about the squad, and I want to know, gonna give me a theoretical starting lineup. You see me? But before
Hold
I
on.
do that, I don't know if
Hold on,
yeah,
Demo.
go on.
Demo,
Yeah,
before we talk about the squad,
yeah,
me have to ask Unseen a question, bro.
yeah, man, go on.
Unseen, like him up on the phone right now still.
Yeah,
Unseen, you hear me?
Ask a question.
Ask your question.
CC just make a valid point.
What see,
You
see,
get my, CC, I say, giving these players, obviously me I go summarize, we giving these players, these local players, such a big opportunity when they've been in the league for so long and then performing at the back end of their careers, still saying that they're dominating and giving them, an opportunity. That is because they've been in the league so long that obviously they're going to start perform at some point because the league comfortable to them. They know the landscape of the league. So we can't judge it the same as if a young player is dominating the league. Him not excited with that back old man I get called up to the national team. Him prefer the players go outside, develop them craft, and then get called up. He likened that to a man getting him degree from UTech or UA or UCC and I look a job in a Times Square. Or a man get a associate degree from Excelsior Community College and I look a job over Silicon Valley. You get me I say? What you have to say to that?
You hear what me have to say? So I have to repeat, I have to repeat what Hallgrimson say. You understand? Because one of the questions I asked him one time, he up on money's man show. You get me? He said to him, say, why it is important that the JPL player get a look in or get called to the squad or get training, going to the training camp. He said by many reasons. Many reasons. Alright? One of them is that anything can happen to one of them first choice players. Right? The first choice players, we have to rely upon a Jamaican, a local based players and come in and they have to do the job too, just like any other player we are playing in any other league in the world. You understand what I'm saying? So that is one of his reasons why I forget the players in the local league understand them system. So that's why I have the camp. I just blindly pick them based on them performance in the JPL. You pick them for coming in for train so you can teach them and show them how them can adapt to the system. No, me and you know football. I will only a system that where if I take out a man out of the system and put in the next system, he can't play good. But because he made a system then it work for him because I'm attribute him play well. You get where I come from? When alright, so I'm go back to a King now. King I play for what his name? Coach right there before.
Paula.
Paula said to King, say King wanted to move in this midfield. When King I do it, him look like him one of the best thing His stats higher than all of the better players them where we say better than King. Right? So at the end of the day, it come down to what Hallgrimson say. You have to prepare them to play how you want them to play. So, me not a problem with local based player get picked. But make sure say when them a play for the national team, them up to par just like an overseas player. Because this will you understand, you know. After these players who pick from overseas and them a so-called, yeah, the best thing because them a get good money rare and better. Them don't perform good for the national team. Number of years, in and out. The biggest name players them will come here, them don't perform well for it. And local based player put out them hard sometime in the national team and play hard than them. Miss that enough time.
But that is not fair, bro, because we also see local based players not play good.
Yeah. You go right around.
Who are the best performers you'd say in a very lackluster World Cup qualifying campaign?
Remember Demon need for talking.
Oh yeah, Demo did
No, alright, so I gotta just make a deal with that then, brother. But is it you can just got a conversation here nice, so me go listen and check
we have to come back to the squad.
Yeah man. So me will come back when you start talk about that. I don't want to disrupt this.
Alright, so who
Yeah man, big up.
in a lackluster World Cup qualifying campaign that ended unsuccessfully, can you name a standout player or two? Give me your standout players from this campaign.
Lackluster.
It was an awful World Cup qualifying campaign.
Awful.
Give me a standout players.
Why? When the team perform well, it's hard to pick players.
Mikel Antonio.
There's some individual players that do well, like Mikel Antonio.
Mikel Antonio is a foreign player.
Why? Bailey coming at the thing.
Bailey is a player that play overseas internationally.
And Bailey coming at the frame of mind to really want to put punch in the national team at the latter part of the World Cup.
Ravel Morrison was the next one.
Ravel was okay.
So you see the popular theme. All of these players are them same international players where they say come in and do perform.
King did well.
King had one good game.
One which good game?
Against Honduras. Or was it El Salvador? At the National Stadium. One of them team there.
King
Besides that, which other game he played?
King have an 8.0 rating versus Costa Rica in the World Cup.
Costa Rica, that was the only game. Costa Rica. Which other game?
He play good. I just called Honduras. He play good now.
No, Costa Rica the match. He play like a star because we should have give Costa Rica 3 love and Joel can become hurt in the last minute. Because we have an that coach. But besides that game, King never really made the big stamp. We see King of Canada and nobody never played the ball like Canada. But may I say the players who really stood out in this World Cup qualifying campaign were
you can't just use players.
Those are the only players who stood out. And it's a perpetual team. So you say people.
No, but you use one scenario. Me I use
one scenario.
A long time.
We talk about days when Joby McCallum the hungry two-man them. In the 2010 campaign, they are the hungry two-man them who play ball for the whole campaign. And McCallum and McCleary are the only two-man them who just come and stay consistent for the whole campaign. While everybody else have failed.
So you say how you pick World Cup, me can go pick Gold Cup.
Yeah, you talk about the Gold Cup them will do it.
You can talk about the Gold Cup. Because you pick your thing to win your argument. You know,
and that's a World Cup qualifiers when it really matter. World Cup qualifiers when it really matter. At the end of the day.
I know you're going to win now because you're subject to thing now in a way where I say one bigger than one.
Rush the mute.
When I mute Rush. So
yeah,
understand how you go with the argument. So if I just say you go with the argument, you win.
Go Gold Cup maybe here. Because I think about Gold Cup and I still.
You go Gold Cup. Remember one local based team what carry a final.
No sir.
Majority of the team on local base.
Well, as I said, bro, if you more, we can say that team that have Jamaicans. They're like Kemar Lawrence or stand up.
No, the conversation is not boring. The conversation is not boring.
Yeah.
It's based.
Played.
Yeah, but Jamaica can't go no with a local base.
We not talk about born in Jamaica, bro. Liam Bailey born in Jamaica, you just use Liam Bailey as
No,
well.
man, I don't think none of them Gold Cup. I don't think none of those Gold Cup teams are locally based.
No,
like that.
brother.
No, not. But when him say like, me I think because that's why I use Liam Bailey because Liam Bailey they are foreign from about 50.
But now at base, the man at all, we must say something of them a local man too, man. A ball business a different
Virgin,
thing.
if Jamaica send a local team, Virgin, I see Jamaica send a local team and couldn't even win Caribbean Cup, brother. I see Jamaican send a local based team and get
Alright.
relegated from
Which
Nations
part when
League.
he made that play? Where Owen Gardner play when
Relegated from
him got
Nations
rough?
League.
Where Owen Gardner play when him got World Cup?
What him
Owen
not
Gardner
good?
was local.
Alright,
Why him
Richie.
not
Where
good?
Richie did there when him a play?
Who?
Richie. Lionel Richie.
Virgin, I didn't even remember Lionel Richie in the team to back. I know you tell me him start come back.
It's alright, man. You're not gonna remember them things.
Bro, I'm telling you about local team, local team when
And the man, them go with them the final,
we
bro.
get relegated out of Nations League. Jamaica playing a League B, no man. You.
And I with more than coach the team too. Give him props, man.
Of that now, somebody said.
What Morrison a play? What
somebody
Morrison
said-
what
somebody
Morrison
said-
a play? What Morrison a play? Local football.
Which Morrison?
Morrison with the Mount Pleasant.
Bro, I don't really watch JPL like that, you know.
Where Damien I to that play? Local football. Damien nice squad too, you know.
Damien I play. No, Andre Blake play.
Andre Blake play, but Damien Knight was in the squad. He was a local based player in the squad. Me I tell you about when I squad.
Let's talk. Cause me have to pull it up because me I want that for me bit man. Where Darren Matter see that? Where Darren Matter see that? Hold on now. Where Darren Matter see that play?
Oh, MLS.
Where Damian Lowe did that play?
MLS.
Where Andre Blake did that play?
MLS.
Where Alvas Powell did that play?
MLS.
Where Kemar Lawrence did that play?
MLS.
Even Javon Watson.
But
Which
even
one
that
was
youth the way I talk, but even that youth the way I talk about name Owen Garden.
Hey.
That youth then
Good season at Premier League.
that youth then in the USL.
No man, at 2017.
Yeah man, him that USL brother on loan. San Antonio FC. Mobile United own him, but he never that play for Mobile United that year.
Between Mobile United and Sun either a period.
Cool no unseen. You see?
Him just win the weight name there now. Him just win. I think him win the something with Mobile and then him in a national team.
And I distinct and see no local player can carry on the finals against
No do that, bro. And you know what you. So when I say when a man, the thing is, players can make it. A player, not even players. There is an opportunity for a player to make it in the national team from the JPL. But guess what they have to do? They have to be so much better than everybody else in the JPL to make it. You get me? I say, so you see how we are saying we start to get the
common
opportunity.
sense that. But not only better in the JPL, you have to can prove to Hallgrimson and training to make the team too.
Right. But you are put too much people in that category there. Just like how we are saying.
No. Me say, when you play good, you have to get a look in a training session with the coach them, and then from the rest of the man to make a decision. And that me I say. But nobody get picked in a squad. All if you come from overseas. You have to get picked in the man's squad. And you can't
Hold on. Ancina say something. Ancina make him point.
Already overseas, and when you get picked in a man's squad, you can't make the man system. You have to make it, bro. You have to make the man system. That me I say.
What you know unseen? Big and serious unseen. Me no mind them have them local camp, bro, but me no want to see no 25 and a 26-year-old JPL player.
No, but me not agree with that. You have younger players who play better than somebody will make it.
No, yeah, so that means the younger player them by all means, cause and them can't make them can't make the team them for FIFA they need that.
But at the end of the day,
them can play from the local match then.
At the end of the day, Joe man, we have to understand that when a team have picked based off the Cameroon thing coming up, who that perform well from last season come up. So the man just can't fling them well. I don't like them play bad in the JPL. I remember the man tell you say it's a local contingency. Me frightened me see people from England come.
Because the people them from England want come, bro. And if the people them from England want come, bro, in them 6 Jamaican players, they're gonna make it, bro. Sorry. Next time.
Guatemala,
you see me?
That is not. Alright.
I think so them man they get to play against Guatemala Rush in a New York.
You see
I
me
don't
now?
think Chelsea are gonna make them travel. And Wolves are make them travel. So the JPL man, they might get them chance to go to New York, man. Play against Guatemala. Don't worry about that.
That is not my thing to talk, alright? I have to just give what is due to Caesar. Who can say? Me not say. Look at me and say, at the end of the day, an opportunity must be given to the local base player. Let's don't make a sense you have a league.
As
No,
me
scrap
say,
the JPL. Scrap the JPL.
unseen,
Scrap the JPL.
unseen. The JPL have make them go foreign, and when them go foreign, them can come back and play in the national team.
This is what I say. Scrap the
They can't
JPL.
skip the steps.
Scrap the JPL.
No, you not scrap the JPL.
That make no sense. That you try to tell me.
No,
No.
like Shamar Nicholson playing at the JPL, bro. Junior Fleming's playing at the JPL, bro. The man them record the
That's
Gardner
what you
playing
tell
at
me,
the JPL. You get me? I say players playing at the JPL. Shamar Nicholson, not Jamaica team, have call up and buzz on him there. But him playing at the JPL.
Used to.
That is my
That's
point.
the point.
So what Shamar Nicholson never need national team, bro.
But that don't mean say I play in the JPL not forget call up.
The man,
And
them
still
never
in the
get
JPL.
called up, bro. Big and serious. If you're
Suppose you
over
can't leave
23
Jamaica and you want good ball, you can't
If
leave
you're
Jamaica and you
over
have
20,
to
bro,
go
if
to
you're
JPL.
over 23, you don't forget call up. I tell you that straight. And that my talk with 23 year old too. And that's the local squad. You see for the squad on the FIFA date them? Oh, that's even worse. Me even believe say Africa. Cause watch you know, me have internet, me have 6 players. Me have 5 players, bro. 5 players. We are teenager. Me have 5 teenager. We get paid thousands of pounds to play football. Me have 5 professional teenagers in my squad. That's 5 players. We are going to wear the yellow Adidas shirt. We are going to come play for we. We're born 2003 and 2004. 5 of them, you know. In addition to Whisper soon gone, I guarantee you, say if I'm in Newcastle, it's going to be Genk, it's going to be Ajax, it's going to be Summer Whisper going, you know. So that's like 6 teenagers. We are playing foreign, you know. Why the hell? Me I go call up a 24-year-old where I play at Jamaica when they have 6 professional teenagers. 6 professional teenagers. Rush, that's another people them where are not teenager, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's just teenager. Come on, man. Me not have a problem with the JPL.
Whisper go man, but you have to work with the levels. You have to go through the levels first.
As I said, me not have a problem with the JPL.
And I just jump the guns and go to Newcastle. I have to work with the levels.
All right, Ansi, who are you most excited to see in the squad that was just called?
Alright, so what I love about it is the transition. So you can see that Hallgrimson try to make the transition clear. So if you make the under 20 team or under 17 you can have you'll see yourself come up to the senior team. It show that. And that's what I like. And that's what I say. It have a balance in every year. You know, you have a left back, you have right back, you have midfielders, you have utility players who can play in different areas, you have strikers. It balance. You understand what I say? It's just that personally, one player, I think he'll play better than the other one. But I understand why Hallgrimson never pick him. Or maybe he never suit Hallgrimson's system was Kyle Min. I think Kyle Min could have played right back better than Sule Makala. But everybody have them point. I'm gonna say Kyle Min don't really play a lot of right position.
Bridget, rather carry an extra centre back than carry McCallum.
How old would Mingley?
Me around 23.
Because you're going to tell me some McCallum at 30, but you're not bad already a customer years.
Makala give her the ball too much.
When Rush tell me at 30, man, it vex me, I get vexed about 30. But you don't bother with me, man. And Javian Brown younger than me, you know.
I'm not lying.
Javian Brown born in 2000s, bro. We can't have Javian Brown and Lembiska, my apologies, Dexter. My apologies. And I call up 30-year Virgin. As me said, moving forward, because I don't want to get
No, but let's call him Bickies are in the squad.
Yeah,
So alright. So you take out Makala, who you put in?
Me I put in Romain Blake, me I bring a next centre back.
But Romain Blake, no, you can't do that. You have to pick, you have like for like. Come on, like for like, come.
That's what me I say now, Ansi. The only reason me can see somebody like, who else? Foster. Me that left Foster with Akeem Bernard, to be honest. But I guess experience.
No, but
What?
Foster the best keeper in the JPL there.
No, listen what me I say now. If me I got age.
What the best keeper in JPL?
Hold on,
Me think Foster, as me say, I don't watch only about JPL.
Yeah,
The
me
best
say I be
keeper
a
I've
madness Joe talk sometimes.
the best keeper
Hold
I've
on.
seen. Who better than him so far this
Hold
season?
on.
Where no more I've
Oh,
seen.
bro.
So who
better
are the
than
best
Ansi?
in the JPL so far?
Which part with them in the league?
Who?
Waterhouse.
What else now have a great season, bro?
Waterhouse not even gonna make with them.
Which
Player.
part Liverpool they in the league?
So me I say?
Careful, Joe, man. Careful.
But Liverpool have the best keeper in the league.
Oh, you game the best keeper in the league.
So I don't understand the
Oh,
point.
you game the best keeper in
Hold
the league.
on,
More know
man.
your
I think some
criteria.
don't watch only for JPL. The match
Ansi, who are the best keeper? Who are the best
Romy
keeper?
and Blake me watching now. So probably my bias. Can me watch only for Romy and Blake. So me I end up
Me
to
even get to make my point. And
But exactly, why Unseen can't just tell you who are the best keeper? Why am I go around in a circle so much?
But right now it fluctuates.
Yo,
Oh, bro, most people would have said Foster the best keeper. And
No,
I guess at that,
Foster
Warren
did it because Foster in the national team. And the coach like him.
in family already, but it's a new coach.
Yeah, familiar with them
not
already.
really.
But now performance wise, if you ask me, I have more clean sheet than him or Kayata Old man. Statistically, I have better than him in the league.
statistics. I must say nobody know better than.
I hear a thing. So me I tell you stats.
All right, fine. Kemar Foster is one of the best goalkeepers in the game. Just for arguments. That's
Alright, continue, yeah.
right? But if we have to look on the objective of the team we are select, are we succession planning / emergency? So what that means is we have young players, and we are also going to have some players that if somebody get injured, we can call real quick. B team, that's what we always say. If that are the criteria, we would have probably got younger. But because we have positions that we need to find right now, that is why
they go younger, bro. They got Hutchinson.
yeah, them go younger, but may I mention some of the other players who are older. So like Foster and Mariappa and Morrison, who are players that are called an experience. Those are just players that need to be in the squad. But like McCullough, may I make the reason why me think McCullough get included. Because we are searching for a wing back.
No, because he had a great season last year.
And we are searching for a wing back right now. I don't think we left back in the real senior team cemented. I want to think we're right back.
We left back. We have good left backs.
Bro, we have Gregley and we have Bell.
Yeah, them good.
I don't think it's cemented.
Right back is our
Right back was.
yeah. Bell and Gregley are good. Like in order to get better than Bell and Gregley, it have to be Johnson and Aarons and them level. Not JPL player now come replace Greg and Gregley and Amari.
Bro, what the JPL player can't come represent Javier Brown either?
Left back.
Can't replace Javier Brown.
Me secure with my left back. So right back at the position where.
And that's why I probably say, all right, me gonna make an exception for that position. Because me I look for somebody right now. You get me I say? That's the only reason me can think McCullough in the squad. Because if we just go upon emergency and succession planning, McCullough don't make the squad.
I'm still not want to hear it.
You get me I say?
Virgin, if you're in a JPL, me have to know about you. And if you're in a JPL and me don't know about you, that means we have to be so. Like, me know about Richard King.
Unseen about JPL, man. Unseen still I say, he would have got Kyle Ming and he would have got the other players. So I guess McCullough the only gripe right. But Demo.
Rush tell me about Rush. What do you name? Anglin. Rush tell me
No,
about
like Anglin, man.
Anglin, me a rock with bro. Brawling. Yeah.
Demo, what you say about that squad?
yeah, man. Again, big up. So one of the main things, I'm gonna want to repeat what everybody say. One of the main things me hear and complaints about is the whole whisper thing. And obviously, me never think say it would have divide so much opinions. Like me hear people that say, yo, the man now playing a senior football, so how he might get called, and probably other people who more deserving, and things like that is a youth in play schoolboy football and I get called to the national team. Like me never think that this would actually have come out in the space in a Jamaica. You get what I say? But my thing is, and my reply to things like this was, the man get called to the first training camp, yeah? And as far as me know, I saw stuff coming out that he impressed. And so for me, obviously other people did in our squad too, and them get cut, and he got called back for the second camp.
Including schoolboys.
Exactly. So obviously the man see something against the big man them who he might train with and call him back. So I feel like the man thing justified. And plus the Newcastle thing, I'm sure him get reports too as the national coach. I will go on over. Like
he didn't get reports.
Yeah, so man say like why people make a big issue. I said the man get called up and him not justified and only
school. Them, bro.
Yeah, so
this is sports TV they said from long time, Bridget, and them not like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now we are pioneering this now.
Yeah,
You
may I
know, we see
listen.
Malachi Douglas get called, who is a player of Marie. We see
Mhm.
Christopher Hull get called, which is also a good player. And them not make that squad here, bro. So it shows
Yeah.
that the coach and give players, because if it be just called whisper alone, people that probably say, oh,
Exactly.
we have other good players in the schoolboy football, to how you call them. Him call the player we get player of the season for the Costa Cup, and him call another player from the best team in the Costa Cup.
And him
You
call
get
it
me, I
player
say?
of the season for the Manning Cup.
And him call the player we get player of the season for the Manning Cup.
Mm.
Show say I give them the look in. Two
Yeah.
of them players they don't make it and one make it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
uno follow the schoolboy thing more than me. I'm sure this is not the first time a youth perform in a schoolboy and get called up for Jamaica.
no,
No,
we see it last
Brian
year.
Brown,
perpetually.
We see it last year.
Georgina James scored. Georgina
Georgina
James is one of
James.
the best teenager goal me ever see. I'm not
Go
talking
man.
about Jamaica, I'm talking about ever. And my
Joe
man,
man,
Yes.
where him
teenager
name?
goal me ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Where him name, Joe man? Where him name?
Georgina James, man.
No one of him say.
What him say?
them say.
Georgina
Come on,
James.
different. First year was different. No, me not-
Something wrong with unseen, you know.
Yeah, Georgie, something different himself.
Georgina James, say.
Yeah, man, that's just
Georgina
it.
me here, but I don't know what unseen here.
Yeah, but-
unseen, you're tripping. Unseen, you're nasty, man.
You see me, so
But
that's
yeah,
my point. You see me, like,
Nah, you're good.
perform in a schoolboy football, get him. So we've been at it for years and years and years. This is not nothing new.
exactly. You see me, so I never understand the uproar. That are just my thing. So with all that being said, I'm gonna know if you know agree. This me want to ask from command. But me know I mess up the show. Like, if you can pick a theoretical 4-4-2 starting lineup from the squad the way you see. Come on.
Well, as I know in a demo, we'd definitely do that on a video Friday the same way.
Oh, Friday, okay.
Maybe
People are
just,
out to video ideas, them, bro.
No, my bad, bro. But
that's something. But me personally, I guess, after me even look on the squad, because we're going to do this,
Yeah.
and don't clip this and send it all over and say Joe Man.
please don't. Yeah.
Friday we're going to do a preview, so on and so forth. You know the badness come down.
Yeah, man.
But me not go with, bro, I contradict myself. And every time I get the man, I think the man can keep, bro. And I go with faster and I go, hey, I start to think your man faster.
Faster over the other keeper we are come from, fine.
Yeah, to be honest, I see Wait I was not impressed with it. I don't think any of these goalkeepers are.
Joe man.
But on here, I say, uno not have to back and forth it now. I just want a rough work.
But me I say, out of the three of them were there, none of them is not the keeper. Out of the three of them were there, none of them is not it.
Straight.
None of them is not it. At the time I go with faster. You get me? I said,
Yeah.
Boys Clark there, Dylan Barnes there, Andre Blake there, Wally Part, the youth who did go Catalona. What's his name again?
Yeah, man, him bad.
The weird name youth.
Yeah. So
I will still have Amal Knight.
exactly. So none out of them three, none of them is not it.
Yeah.
Keeper
So
we
that's
keep
why I
the
never
Cameroon
go
match
for
right now.
Eh?
Him are the man.
Who?
The youth to keep the Cameroon match.
I say him, the Jamal youth.
Yeah, man. Tough.
But Joe, man, I just want a 2-minute thing, brother, because we're
yeah,
not gonna do a video. We're not gonna do a video. I just want a rough work. So Lemby would be right back.
Yeah. He
Straight.
Who centre back?
But I just want to see you pick the centre back them, you know, because
Yeah,
it's
make
a
it
trick.
Centre back them. Bro, I only two centre back there that.
Maps have to play, you know, because I'm send off match this, you know, brother.
Oh yeah, true. Me just start Maps are right back.
Oh, yeah?
And start Dexter left back. And start Richard King and Jamal Toby if we go 4-4-2. You get me? So me just start Maps. That would be my 4.
Yeah.
And then in a mid pitch now, Bridget, I have to go with him. What name? Rush?
Angling.
Yeah, I have to go with Angling.
No, bro, you'll catch some flack. I remember say Hutchinson in there and Morris in there. No.
Angling I play deep for me.
So, and then one more. You have to pick between Morris and Hutchinson.
Bro, nobody can tell me if we play in a 4-4-2. You can't say 4-4-2 playing a football. Come on, bro. 4-4-2 playing a football. You see me?
Sean Dyche.
I go with Angling same
Two
way.
banks of 4.
Yeah, I go with Angling same way, bro. I have to go with Ravel. I have to go with Omar Hutchinson. You get me? I say?
Yeah.
Why you 3?
Rebel can go up on the bench and splat start, bro.
Eh?
Who wants to youth them?
Who splat?
Send up the youth them. Yeah, send up the youth them. Who wants to youth them? Mr. Rebel all the while. I Trinidad we are playing, man.
I want to see you them still.
No, as in, if Ravel not start, that's fine by me. Right? Splat can start too. You get me for the match again. 100% agree with that. Whatever.
Yeah.
You get me as Jordan Fletcher start for me and forward.
Straight.
100%. Tyler Roberts for one wing. And Whisper. I probably Lemar Walker.
No, man, I whisper start from me.
Probably Lemar Walker.
So I that video you want to get for from Uno. If we gonna start that game, yeah.
I don't know if Whisper gonna start the game.
What you mean if whisper start?
So Whisper must have to start.
No, but just have a that's why I started with the whisper thing.
Whisper must,
You
you
see?
see, as me saying, bro, and a fear my hype this now Whisper for the night team. Me not say Whisper for starting, bro.
Yo, hear my thing. I'm gonna cut you now. You see my thing? If you don't want the stadium full, brother, you whisper the 10 or the 7 and stadium ram up. You see me? And start the man.
Bro,
Yeah, man. So big up for yourself. Love the work, brother.
Demo,
Before
before
Demo.
you go,
I
Demo,
want
before you go.
to come live.
Wait, no, I don't know. Let me hear what you say.
Demo, before you go, you see if whisper go down a mobile.
Yeah.
kicking one.
And kicking one.
Kicking one for elephant. Crack it like
Independence Park can't hold how much people go down.
Ear up, brother. Ear up.
gone, my father.
Brother, Phoenix, KC, Phoenix, everybody.
Nah,
Yeah,
see,
man.
Gone.
But the people them, honestly, before I cut, the people them need to buy the $1,000 ticket.
Somebody else whisper hype channel, and me literally, this coming like blasphemy, because I say Lemar Walker or whisper. It coming like rushing this while ago. Because me say, bro, me the object, you get me, I say,
Yeah.
it's not a love man.
No,
thing.
man,
It's
Whisper
never a
come
love-
off a bench, man.
It's never
Yeah,
a
whisper
love
probably not start.
Like
Probably
if,
not start,
if, if Whisper don't start at 17 years old, in the first
Fine.
national power, that's not a sin. I'm not gonna beat Hallgrimson for that. One thing I know Whisper must dead it. But I'm not
Yeah.
look at Whisper.
He might come on, man. Him not gonna start, but he might come on.
Yeah, people them go chant, we want whisper still.
Almighty. And when
Yeah.
them come at stadium, bro.
Yeah, but me go say this, guys in the comment section. Buy the $1,000 ticket and go ram up the stadium, man.
Ram up
And
the
support
stadium,
the man.
man. That don't make
Every minute to not ask if it a come on TV or cash. Go watch a game them, brother. $1,000 fee ticket, brother.
Ram up the
You see me?
stadium.
Support the thing and wear on the colors. Big up on yourself, guys. Love the work, Zine.
Big up, Demo.
Come bring
Don't be too
whole
far,
heap
man.
of vibes to the channel. Yeah, Virgin, ram up the stadium, man. But as I say, Ravel 10, man. And the game against Trinidad, as I say, bro, Ravel is going to be a part of the squad. I start Ravel.
What
over
the captain?
Splat.
What
Yeah,
me ask? So me ask.
I start Ravel and Hutchinson over Splat. And I start angling at the mid pitch.
And Maps a walk out.
Yeah, man. Virgin. Of course, Agent Marapal lead out the team. And
Look
yeah,
at
bro,
that
Jordan Fletcher have to start on my team. And as I said, bro, we just figure it out up there, you get me, I say?
Alright, bro, as we wind down, I'm going to go over a couple of things that the coach say in the press conference. I'll just talk about it.
That is it.
He mentioned say only 4 players over 30 and up in the squad, which is obviously something we discussed a while ago. I would like. So the coach acknowledged something what we are saying.
Love it.
So the back of all man them, we now work with it.
Nah,
You get me, I say? The coach also said a way to make him team is to listen to the tactical information and make him see it on the pitch. So this kind of go to an unseen, I say. Whereas regardless of your level, if you can understand the tactical instructions and make the coach see say you do what himself to do, that's how you make him team from this squad. Which is fair, bro. You get me, I say, obviously you get selected.
That man tell Joe, man.
Joe, man, I'm like him one war with you, you know.
no, Virgin, go and say what you say, no, man.
You see me? So unseen, I understand the point there. But if we go for a raw selection, obviously, what the man them work so hard to make it to that level there for them. You know if they now get selected. The next thing when
Because they
somebody,
don't fit him system. Simple.
you have players who fit him system, man.
Bro, I'm tired to tell a man, no, Virgin. I'm tired to tell a man, no. Yeah, when you have certain players, you put them in it and you make them work. You know. That, me, I tell you.
Brother, that wait them same like what they do.
Oh,
Mirren Garden.
gotcha.
Him say him see the players them and want build a system around them. That the 7 or 11. I give him the same have him system. And you can't play in my system, you not get called.
Hallgrimson first ever game where Jamaica play against Argentina. You see them, it's like the man go up on FIFA and him get the best overall player, the man that him put in on starting 11. Him start Bowser and Antonio. Him start Rafael and DJ. Him start Leon Bailey and Bobby Reed. And that, it's like you just go up on FIFA and just see best overall player them and pick them and put them in a 4-4-2 and play. Any sensible coach understands that so the badness come down, bro. You get me? I say
With a common sense that.
So that may try to show us a common sense of them man after them in a team. Simple common sense.
Yeah, but them have to play team systems, them have to go up on the bench.
True. You have to do it.
You feel like so the man them can just do what they want up on the field, draw man.
I know football that.
Oh.
But at the end of the day we have good players.
That guy try to tell me say if it's a local based player, I mean I train session and I do better than Bailey. Right? And Bailey, when Bailey get him opportunity, I do be a madness. Me never get my opportunity. That's
Just means Bailey I get more opportunity than you.
Because of Bailey name, that's why I get more around me.
Of course he might get more opportunity.
Still.
Of course he might have more opportunity.
No, that's what I'm saying. I never said he not have more opportunity. What I'm saying is Bailey the national team, I train. Coach Hallgrimson see him and him not perform well. Not training. Him not perform well in a match. Him get too much. Low performer. Below 5. Me not train, I rock up the numbers and I get good. Right? Me and him I play the same position. You don't believe that it's fair for me to get my opportunity now? Or because you name Bailey if you continue to play the madness?
Because name Bailey if you continue to play the madness.
Yeah.
And
man,
this is Joe, man.
you think them misunderstand?
This Jamaican player. Just like Messi. Messi can have 5 straight bad games for Argentina. He's going to play the 6. He's going to play the 6.
Messi, brother. Messi are different ball.
And Leon Bailey's or Messi.
Alright, so the thing I misunderstand what I say. The coach was speaking about...
Mr. Why you're not coaching a Joe, man?
Well, I know. The coach was speaking about this specific squad. They don't call him this squad and what he's looking for. He never look for a bag of old man. In terms of the competitive matches, him saying just like call the best players. He don't care. I could have 15 years old, I could have 40 years old, I call the best players, which is fair. But in terms of this squad, only 4 players over 30, which is what we like. And that's what we say. If we have a developmental or we have a B team, it have to be majority young youth.
It have to be 2002.
You see me? So that's what I really say right there. Another thing that he said was he knows that the young players that he selected probably won't help him right now, which is something I really respect. Him saying probably going to help the coaches in the future, but you have to have succession. That's what we get from that. So the man that must select now and make it looky in the 18-year-old, they probably not going to do it in a couple years time, but he might give them the looky and he might make sure say, yo, they're in and around the program, so that when he move on, obviously I expect him to do it in 2026, but say after that, where the players are now.
Until
no man, I'm gonna have to perform, bro. I'm gonna have to perform, man.
Yeah, guy match.
Of course.
I'm gonna have to perform.
You
see me, so I rate that. And the last thing I'm gonna note to him say, what to expect from him. And obviously coaches are gonna say the good things. Him say, yo, expect free flowing football. Please,
yeah, but the man literally chose shade. The man said, oh, Jamaica change coach. Them young youth might have benefit the 4th or 5th coach after me. Jaja my youth. That the man has said, Regine, job security. Job security.
Said that in a message.
Oh, right now.
Yeah, he literally said that to all Jamaica.
Yeah, the man say, yo, this is probably for the next coach, but to how Jamaica change coach, probably the next 3-4 coach. Shots at the JFF.
Yeah. The man I say, you want to do come around with me, brother. When you see me, I try to build something for myself. Make man come benefit off of what I plan.
Don't do
but
that.
Yeah, him say,
bro, they've always said it now, bro. They've always said it now. Me look at me say, you know, me say all of my ex them build me strong and good for the person. If them did stick around and just suffer the mistake them were making, them would get a better man now, you know, but them just build me for the next person, you know, bro.
And the next person just reap all of the benefits.
All of the benefits, the next person will get the best man in the world. I mean, I tell you, I'm the best man in the world. And the next person will get that, bro. Or the current person, I get it. You get me, I say?
No,
so, at the same thing with Hallgrimson and Bridget, don't make me build the man, and then make a next man reap my rewards. Not fair. Wow. In Hallgrimson we trust. Bridget, in Hallgrimson we trust. Don't talk.
Russia, I'm sending a message.
You see what, man?
May I get a Hallgrimson?
Alright, bro. Also, you say you're going to play to the strengths of Jamaica. Yeah. And he mentioned speed. Right, bro, come like to the coach and watch this or that sports TV.
Damn, me that say it sounds similar to something else, but I'm not saying. I can't bother with the beat right now.
What that?
But you know the badness come down, dog.
What that? I don't know that.
It sounds similar to things we've heard, dog.
True.
Yeah.
True. And to be
And
fair,
things
the
you've
coach-
said. And things you've said.
and things you say. So everybody know the right thing to say, and obviously you're not gonna go up and say, oh, me I gonna play 10 or back. You're not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say, oh, we're gonna play attractive football or whatever. We hear Paul as a similar
Man,
things.
you know the man said, Brethren, depends on who plays, so we are going to play.
True.
The man is a pragmatic man. Bro, me rate the man a fast. So the man say if it's a bad team we play, we'll play banks of 4 or 5-4 and defend. And we can play that when a time for play that. You get me I say? And then additionally when we play against a weaker team we can open up and we can overlap and we can play expressive and we can use skill and pace at it. Bro, being pragmatic, it's all about it. We see Man City beat Arsenal. You know, and a scoreline that wasn't indicative of the game, any at all. But Manchester City sat back, they sustained Arsenal's pressure, they got out on the break and they beat it. That's a Pep Guardiola team. Him look at him identify how Arsenal play, him look at him identify the way they play, and him sit and concede position and beat them. Which is why Man City historically are the best team because they are the most adaptable team. That's why we see them have so many late comebacks. that's why we see them have so many gritty wins over the past decade. Because of good coaching. A good coach is pragmatic. And that's why Jose Mourinho are the chosen one. Because I think being pragmatic is the utmost characteristic of a football manager.
But bro, to be fair, there aren't a lot of teams in CONCACAF where we're going to need to switch up system. You know, until you reach the top, until you reach the Canadas and the Americans, and let's say the Mexicans, I think most teams we should be trying to impose ourselves on them. You know, and even some of those teams, if Jamaica do what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to can hold a team like, obviously Mexican are them best self right now. We're supposed to can hold Mexican, impose ourselves on them. Obviously not right now.
But the thing is, even Jamaica with the talent that we possess, I think it would be normal to concede position. I'm not say completely sit there in the ball, but if a team like Costa Rica or El Salvador outpossesses us 55 to 45 or 60 to 40, I don't think that's a terrible thing.
Not necessarily possession in a
get out and move the ball the way we're supposed to move the ball and get in the position that we're supposed to get in positions and get shots at goal. You get me? I say so. So there are teams that we like. If we play against Trinidad, I expect us to have the lion's share position and sat there. You might say if we play against El Salvador, we're not necessarily, or Honduras, we're not necessarily like out.
No, man. I'm not put down imposing yourself to possession in a ball. It's you are trying to do something as the opposing team. I am trying to do something. What I am doing, depending on your quality, that will determine how many of the times I do what I want to do and you do what you want to do. And I say majority of the times in CONCACAF, we are supposed to be able to do what we want to do, you know, majority of the game over those opponents, barring the top 3 or 4. You know, even El Salvador, when they probably have possession, but possession will never hurt you. They get me about that. We still, when we have the ball, we are impose ourselves on them. We not try keep the ball from them for as long as possible and then try. No. Like we are playing with speed, we are playing with power. You get me? I say we are have combination plays in the midfield, we are split lines, we are put the ball in front of Liam Bailey and Bobby Reed and nothing in the air. You get me? I say these are the things that we're doing. So majority of the teams in CONCACAF, I think we can do that again. You know, I feel like at the top of our game, we're supposed to can challenge the best. Challenge. We made it to Gold Cup finals. We made it to semi-finals.
We're not getting a 6-level Gold Cup finals either.
And we're not far off it. We're not far off it. So, bro, we'll wrap up and I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I think the coach knows what he wants. They get me saying, understand the task, and I think, you know, I just want to see this from the pitch now. I just want to see him go out there and I want to see decent football. You know, in terms of the level of competition that we will have against Trinidad and Tobago, I think that is a competition that I want to see this team play against. So this is a team with young stars and
still upset so we get Trinidad and Tobago the 14th and not the 21st. Now
Yeah,
talk to Mr. Chung about that. I'm going to try to get Mr. Chung on the channel and Mr. Hallgrimson on the channel before the week done.
Yeah.
But I'm still disappointed that we don't have Trinidad the 21st. We could have them the 14th and the 21st. Why we have them Sunday and Tuesday? Why not Tuesday and then next week? But take what we get, we get.
Yeah. That's
a Sunday match, huh? A Sunday match.
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Saturday. I'm packing.
Could have packed a little more, Bridget. Gone, my father.
Yeah, man, people, and obviously we're going to be there. So, we want to talk to them after the game because you know we do our thing already. Is it, we want to talk to some of the fans. We want to see if we're not happy with what we see from Coach Hallgrimson. Is it me and
People, I'm supposed to follow the catching our corporate, and I'm supposed to wear my uniform. I try to figure it out, because recently we've been handling some corporate stuff. I'm kind of like, look, you get me? So I'm supposed to show up and stay catching out with the jacket, suit, and the tie. I'm supposed to come in on my regular this or that to go to people for it. As you can see right now, there's a dichotomy. You see Russia do that and me do this. You know the badness coming. You know, so we can do both. And we can do anything with the people them now do. So when you see me catching on a weekend, you don't want to see me in a suit and tie, or you don't want to see me in a this or that gear. People make you know.
yeah, but right now, bro, it's all positivity. Love what I see. Love what I see from the JFF. Love what I see from the
See
coach.
what I love, bro.
See what we love. Love what we see. People we just want to see the players now. Like everything I look right, you know, bro, until we need to see what going on that big green, you know, patch of grass, bro.
Bro, today Hallgrimson make a next talk. Hallgrimson say, bro, Stadium are the best one him see so far, which is true. Stadium miles and bounds ahead of anything else we have in the nation. Him say him hopes the catching all can.
I can't answer him right now.
No, remember him saying a couple weeks ago, him say every week him are catching all check on the progress of the field.
So catching all better than we see a couple months ago.
Well, I would hope so. But when we started a few months ago, it was woeful. It was trash. And Hallgrimson came out and he spoke about how bad that field was when the regular girls played on it. And he's hoping that it's better, and I'm hoping that it's better, and we will see.
Yeah, unseen. Why you pick up from the coach press conference you like? How you never like?
It is right now, based on the selection and what him say. We have to just work because what I'm saying, support him and criticize after the game. So that one pick up and we agree with him. Support him now, criticize him after the game. That's that. Support him, criticize him after the game. People, it can be constructive and it can become a different one. What people are like. But and it can be a good criticism too. Good. And you can't put good with criticism.
They can.
No man, it can be good criticism, bro, and this is the thing.
It's a bit oxymoronic, but it works.
And we understand it.
That's why oxymoron is a figure of speech, because something goes up.
And we
I would just
understand
tell him,
it.
say, yo, my team win and go and good. Because Jamaica go win, you know, but how we are going to win the game, and that's the thing.
Bro, I think we have a team that can win. Bro, I'm so excited.
The please,
I
you know.
want to splat and want to Hutchinson and want to get to interview all of them.
That's so
Jason,
hard to please.
what with the foolishness, you know, man? That of your next life, bro.
How you want to say?
There's no some more interview them, bro.
How you want to say?
No, because I want to say, bro, I don't want them stop the media from talking to you, bother them, bro.
You stop with all.
Because them do it for the last couple of games, them and the people they want to see regular girl, them do it. Remember, you know, my youth, my dad, them have to live. You see me, so please make we can talk to the people, them, and the people them can talk to you. Because we need to, bro, you know what we need?
What am I do? Try to stop and see. You want to talk to Hutchinson. What am I do? Speed.
You know what we need, bro?
You sure Hutchinson you want to talk to? Which one? Omar?
Alright, Asha. No.
Come on, Asha, I can't take up my phone and call Asha, man.
When name Sue, talk to Sue, man.
Talk to Sule Makala, man.
Him, yeah.
Sule have general, man.
Cha-cha. I'm gonna say, bro, damn, we need an autograph from some of them kids, bro.
I don't lie.
When Dexter sign a big contract with Wolves next season, I know, so I'm mid that.
Snap a picture.
I'm gonna say people, as I
I know still there, so I go Jamaica match, I can't work in them, I'm still watch again.
It hard sometimes, man. It hard.
I'm gonna say people, you see me I pull down my tie now, so you know, say I wrap up time for take off the carpet attire, you get me, and say and put on something more comfortable. You know them way there?
I don't lie.
Yeah.
But
I
I saw we have
work.
run it out.
Go so far, Roshan, we go do your work, brother. It's my dad, we go down the boat, make a video people and them people.
It rough. Because we love reggae boys and I watch them right now, but how we that people?
But the work,
If you like the video,
content that we make.
I don't lie. People like the video. Like the video right now. Go over to Unseen and do what you need to do over this thing.
You mean subscribe, what I do? Track and field, think them live to you, know, man. If you're track and field fans, you know, run over.
And
Alright.
share the video to at least 10 people and ensure to get us at least.
So Russian not talk about Chuck and Tito and champs there.
Who want to get into it, you know?
Yo, ain't there ready for do a video, man. Zig the man. I have
Alright.
all the scoop. I have all the scoop.
That is it. That is it. That is it.
Alright.
That's all like a plan.
20 days countdown to champs. I do a video today. I'm gonna get all the favorites them who are going to win the medal.
Maybe you can give a start.
From 1 to 8. Have it, man.
Yo, man, give a round out.
Give what?
Round me out, bro.
Round you out. Why not square you out or triangle?